that a fucking bomb?
Pipe bomb. I love pipe bombs. It's the pipe bomb. Come and fuck me in my ass.
Welcome to the first edition of The Pipe Bomb. What is The Pipe Bomb, you may ask? It's a series where I bitch and moan about things that annoy me. So it's basically iDubbbz Complains, but I renamed it. And also, he's not even good at those anymore, so it doesn't really matter. Now, the reason I started this series is because I'm working on bigger projects right now, and they take a long time. So I got some slop for you. I'm just gonna put out this slop. A little bit of that slop. Something a little quicker to make, you know? Gotta stay on that YouTube grind. Today's subject is Twitch.tv, and how it is some hot baboon ass. Twitch used to be the cool kid on the block. It made streaming popular, whether you think that's a good thing or not.
This is so insane. America deserved 9.
That's up to you. It used to be a fun website that actually stood up to YouTube. Like, it was a pretty good competition for a while, and now it's just, it's kind of just an echo chamber for extreme leftists. And to preface, I don't identify as left or right. I'm kind of a centralist. I think both sides have good ideas. I don't know why they always have to fucking argue. Plus, politics are really boring, and they don't have Subway Surfers on the bottom half of them, so I don't really give a fuck. But what I do know is that Twitch is definitely ran by a bunch of soy boys who favor certain people. Hassan Baker. Now, you may argue that he got banned, but it was only temporary, and it definitely should have been a permanent ban. Why do I think it should be permanent? It's because he insinuated that a fucking shooting in a museum on 2 Israeli people was an inside job, basically a flag operation.
But like I'm not Mr. False Flag at all, but like every single thing that he did in the aftermath of the shooting is so crazy that it's like you could not have designed a incident like this. You could not have designed a better false flag incident like this. I'm not Mr. False Flag at all, but
which, personally, I don't care about the Israel-Palestine thing. I don't even fucking know where those places are. I do think it's awful people are dying, but I don't know where they are. It doesn't directly affect me. And this wasn't even his first offense, by the way. He literally had a terrorist on his stream.
That's crazy. Okay, this is a stupid question. Okay, you can preface it with that. Does he know what One Piece is?
Hassan likes to argue that point with the terrorist on stream is that it was journalism, which if you count asking someone if they like One Piece groundbreaking journalism, I guess he's correct. Sorry, this is definitely not a Hassan video. Perhaps I should make another video, but it's already been overdone, so I kind of probably won't. But he is a pretty good example of what kind of people are killing Twitch. Not that I care, I actually don't like Twitch. It's a platform that forgot where it started, which was gaming, and like, I mean, maybe some variety that was cool. But all I know is it was not politics before. I don't think Twitch was a politics app. And I don't even understand why they need to have politics on this app. And not to mention, like, most of them talk about politics maybe half the time, and the other half, they're just pirating like MasterChef or something.
From all corners of the country.
Where the fuck is Hassan?
Which is some bullshit, by the way, because I get striked if I put like a 10-second clip that has context in it and that is fair use, but these motherfuckers can just watch like fucking Gordon Ramsay for like 3.5 hours and pirate all of his shows. And like, who even fucking watches Twitch live streams? I've tried, dude, and I'm 99% sure that everybody is a bot, because there's no way people are watching. Because if you really think about it, Twitch streamers are just YouTubers who aren't creative enough or don't have the work ethic to actually like edit their videos.
Wait, Ron, you just have 2?
Is your camera good?
Yeah, why? Is it after?
It's a little hot, but
Not that they don't like put a lot of hours in, because I know you have to stream a lot to be good at streaming, but is it really that hard? You're just sitting there and playing a fucking game or talking. That's not that hard. I'm doing it right now, actually. And now the platform has like a 50-50 thing going on. Half of the people are extremists politically, whether that be left or right. Mostly left. It's kind of, Twitch is kind of really left. And the other half are a bunch of clip farmers. And don't even get me fucking started on clip farmers. Oh my god. They literally, their existence is for the YouTube shorts and the TikToks. That is their entire existence, to make like clips for YouTube and TikTok. I mean, chase the bag, I guess, but holy shit, have some fucking dignity. Like, even the most popular streamer, Kamat, he is like 99% filler. That shit is like Naruto. I mean, they actually literally sit there and wait and do nothing and like just scroll on their phones and then occasionally get a clip. Which I'm not saying Cum Doormat is not a talented man, because he's pretty funny, I guess. You know, he's pretty much just Kevin Hart but a Twitch streamer. I'm not hating, I'm not jealous or whatever. Maybe I am, maybe I'm really jealous, but you know, chase your bag, Kai. I don't really give a fuck. And another thing that sucks about Twitch now is there's just people that walk around and harass other people in public.
Yeah, and what?
Just don't. All you have to say
Don't
is
grab nothing. Oh.
Or they just like go to McDonald's and eat, and then they like maybe interact with like a random stranger every once in a while. First off, leave people alone, dude. They don't want to be fucked with in like public with your stupid fucking Twitch stream. And number two, find something more creative to do than sit in McDonald's and harass people. And another thing I hate about the platform is how fucking self-righteous everyone is. Oh my god, it's so bad. There is actually so much virtue signaling, it's crazy. And there's this like group mentality, like this high school type shit, where like if you're not on the in crowd, you're kind of just fucked. And like the in crowd is like QT Cinderella and like fucking Ludwig and shit, his kid or whatever the fuck he's called, I don't know. And the worst part about that is if you piss them off or like speak ill about anything they do, you're ostracized and then you're like casted out by usually their fans. Maybe they don't directly do it, but it's kind of obvious that it happened. And then if you're a streamer that relies on collaborations, you're fucked, because no one's gonna collaborate with you because you'll piss off like the head honchos of Twitch, aka Hassan.
America deserves.
And what's even worse is if you disagree with these people on Twitch, they fucking bash you. And you can make as many of like these fucking argue videos that I'm making right now, these like opinion videos, and it just feels like pretty much with everything now, no one can have different opinions and like each other or be respectful towards each other. You know who else attacked people who had different opinions or were different than them? The Nazis. That's who did that. Now obviously Twitch streamers are not as bad as Nazis. I don't think so. You son of a bitch. How did the biggest drama on Twitch go from Ninja looking tired before a stream to literally someone having a terrorist on their stream? The whole platform itself probably needs to be shadow banned, shot into space, blasted by the sun. I don't care how you do it, but something needs to change. Now, a great argument would be people can make their own decisions. They can watch whatever they want, and if they choose to watch that, it's not hurting anybody but themselves. And to counteract that argument, I would say, the children. Think about the children. 60% of users on Twitch are under 25. And it's even hard to like confirm that because on my Twitch account, I am 75 years old. Most of the content on Twitch is really harmful towards kids that are developing their minds. The gaming's fine, the art's fine, you do whatever you want there. But the titty streamers and political streamers, they gotta go. Twitch either needs to make an 18+ verification system, which they won't because it'll lose them a shit ton of money, or they need to ban political extremism and people literally painting themselves when they're butt-ass naked. And a lot of these creators advertise their OnlyFans and fucking... You're not gonna believe it, but my mic fucking died. F students are so fucking creative. A good example for this is when QT Cinderella had Fansly as a sponsor for the Streaming Awards.
On top of that, sign in using your Twitch account and see which of your favorite streamers are already creating adult content on Fansly.
After a Mario Kart ad for kids, not a single word is spoken.
I think that she's right about this. I think that both of them are advertising pornography and explicit content for kids.
Which wouldn't be a problem if the Streaming Awards was for like adults only, but it has a shit ton of minors watching it. Fansly, if you didn't know, is pretty much just like an OnlyFans ripoff. What part of like advertising pornography on a fucking, like that's if I turned on goddamn, what is it, Bluey, and in the middle of it, it's like, by the way, Bluey's sponsored by Pornhub Premium. It's just advertising porn to kids is not a good look, especially if you're the streamies, which already sucks ass. And if you think about the political stuff, it's pretty much the equivalent of taking your kid and sitting him down when he's like 12 years old, making him watch like Ben Shapiro or Piers Morgan. But you don't show him both, you just show him one, and then a shit ton of others from the same side. It's pretty much indoctrinating people to favor one side radically. And 12-year-olds shouldn't even be fucking looking at politics. They should be getting them Vic Roys in Fortnite, dude. Let me put a little list of what I think the dangers of putting kids around the shit on Twitch right now is. Let me just like have it playing in the back. Subjecting kids to politics when they're really young is honestly a bad idea because they don't have critical thinking skills yet. They can't really, they kind of just listen. They're gullible. They listen to whoever says whatever. And when you get someone to blindly believe shit, that's not a good thing. That's how you start a cult. And it also creates a fucking giant echo chamber where everybody believes the same thing and they talk about how they believe the same thing and they attack people who don't believe the same thing. The internet allows anybody to have an opinion now, even myself. And let me tell you, everybody has an opinion. And I'm all for free speech. That's good. I love free speech. But it's also not a great idea to allow people who are straight out the basement to speak about politics and influence kids, because then you're gonna fuck up the younger generation, which I'm a part of, so it's gonna affect me. Don't fucking do. I know it seems like I'm trying to morally grandstand here. I mean, my content's shit too. I don't think any kids should be watching my content. And it also sounds like I'm trying to victimize Twitch in general, which I'm not trying to do that. I think Twitch has some great things about it. Fuck it, I'll name it right now. When they banned gambling, that was a fire move, all right? Gambling should not have been on the website. It was fucking influencing kids, just how political streams and titty streamers are right now. If you think about it, the equivalent of a gambling stream is like if your dad had a cigarette and he went like this. Smoking's bad for you, never do it, but goddamn, this cigarette's pretty good. Twitch has also had streams where streamers raise a shit ton of money for charity. That's good. Charity's pretty decent. Like Thanksmas with Jacksepticeye. It's probably more of a testament to Jacksepticeye than anything. To Sean, sorry. I know his real name. Used to be a stan. They still did give him a platform to host the event on. Twitch can do really good things. I just wish they would stop playing favorites and treat everybody the same on the platform. It really feels like punishments are based on the person and not what they did wrong. Like hot women get a lot more leeway on the app of Twitch. You can call me a misogynist if you want, but it's kind of just a fact, honestly. Twitch is ran by a bunch of simps. A great example of what I'm trying to say is a clip that I found right here.
Hello, look at the sexism on this website, please. Crazy British woman. Wow, okay. Crazy British female. Nope, not allowed that either. Crazy British girl. Nope, not allowed that. Crazy British lady. No, not even allowed that. Crazy British male.
Trying to baby and treating women softer like they're little kids is one, a double standard, and two, kind of sexist in itself. Like, treat these female streamers like they're fucking adults and can make their own decisions. They can choose who to ban. That's what moderators are for. At least if you're not gonna allow people to say crazy lady, then they shouldn't be able to say crazy man either, because that's also another double standard. They think these women are just fucking delicate snowflakes. If you're a Twitch streamer, you should definitely be able to handle hate comments, because that's kind of comes with the job if you have any sort of notoriety. And if you can handle hate comments, then why the fuck are you even on the platform? All I'm saying, Twitch, is men and women are different, but they're people. We're all people. So why don't you treat all people equal and give equal punishments? Like when Alinity was fucking beating the fuck out of her cats. She did not get the same kind of punishment that if I hit a picture of a cat. Ugh. It didn't break. You like my picture? And what's really fucked up is it's only the hot women, because these fucking people at Twitch think they're gonna get some ass if they simp over women. You're not gonna get ass, all right? Just like you people watching them and donating to them, you're not gonna hit, dude. She probably has a boyfriend. In fact, I'm only gonna hit because I'm handsome and really sexy. Now, I would like to finish off that segment by saying I am not sexist. In fact, I hate periods, and I'm also a feminist. I'm not gonna blame the women either. It's Twitch's fault. The women were just playing by the rules that they were given, all right? They're just trying to make a bag like anybody else, trying to get their bread up. The only thing I would say is promoting your OnlyFans to an app full of children is probably not the most moral thing you can do, but I don't know, man. Fuck it. Do what you want, I guess. Twitch totally could fix this problem easily, too. They could extinguish all this content, like political extremism, or fucking titty streamers, or make a more strict guidelines, or fucking even make the app for 18-year-olds only. But, they won't do that. and it's kind of sad. What was wrong with the gaming content? Hell, even fucking clip farming's fine. But this shit that's like damaging kids' brains and like converting them to these fucking political sides is not only a bad look for the people that do this shit, it's also a bad look for the platform in general. I personally have lost all respect for Twitch. I know, it's terrible for them. It's a big loss.
No. Wait.
But I feel like they don't have like any people on there that actually try to entertain anymore, or at least very few. Now it's everybody pushing their own political agenda or showing their titties, which again is kind of sad. I mean, we went from Fortnite to people talking about Israel and Palestine half the time, and then the other half of the time watching MasterChef for 8 hours straight. I'm kind of a D1 hater, dude. I don't even hate him. It's just, first off, I don't even know him, so I don't know how I could hate him. But I think he just says some of the stupidest shit ever. And that's coming from me. Maybe I should make a video on him, but it's so overdone that I don't even think it's worth it, honestly. I'll just link some videos that you know, talk about him, or look it up yourself. I don't fucking know. Don't just take what I say as word of like gospel, because first off, I'm retarded and I wrote this script in like 4 hours. And secondly, you should always just do your own research on shit anyway, so you're not just a fucking puppet. If everybody did their own research and had their own opinions, this would just be a better world. Anyway, my takeaway point from this giant rant and rambling and gambling and titties is that I think Twitch has the potential to be way better than it is right now. And I really want it to change for the better. But unfortunately, I know my little spiel here will not change that. But I need to post first off, and second off, I do just like saying my opinion. And you can disagree with me, I don't care. In fact, prove me wrong. It gets me hard, I'm a masochist. And that was the first edition of Pipe Bomb, episode 1. That's, love me some Pipe Bomb. Love me a pipe. You know, that's like a wrestling reference to CM Punk, you know? I'm a little autistic, so I like wrestling. Look at this lazy fucking eye, dude.